Good morning, everyone. A very warm welcome to all the distinguished guests, respected faculty members, participants, and dear students. It is indeed a privilege to stand before you as we gather for the much anticipated National Multidisciplinary Conference Anveshana 2025 on digital transformation, opportunities, and challenges. Today is a remarkable day as we embark on an enlightening journey exploring the vast dimensions of digital transformation. We express our heartfelt gratitude to Sheshadripuram Degree College, the Department of Commerce and Management, Department of Computer Science, and the Department of Library Science in association with the IQAC for organizing this prestigious event. To begin this auspicious occasion, let us all raise for the institutional anthem as a mark of respect and unity. Thank you, everyone. Please be seated. To invoke divine blessings upon today's proceedings, we now invite Diksha KU from second year BBA to render the invocation song.
सिद्धिविनायक शरणु विद्याप्रदायक शरणु सिद्धिविनायक शरणु विद्याप्रदायक शरणु पार्वतीतनय मूर्ति शरणु मूषि वाहना शरणु सिद्धिविनायक शरणु विद्याप्रदायक शरणु सिद्धिविनायक शरणु विद्याप्रदायक शरणु पार्वतीतनय मूर्ति शरणु मूषिकवाहना शरणु 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 निखिल नेत्र निधे विसुतने नागभूषण प्रियते निखिल नेत्र निधे विसुतने नागभूषण प्रियते तकिट ताकिट कोमलांगने तकिट ताकिट कोमलांगने कर्णकुंडल धारणे शरणु 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 सिद्धिविनायक शरणु विद्याप्रदायक शरणु सिद्धिविनायक शरणु विद्याप्रदायक शरणु 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 शरणु
Thank you, Diksha. Every great event begins with the words of wisdom and motivation. To extend a heartfelt welcome to our esteemed guests and participants, we now invite our respected principal, Dr. Sonia Indapakli, to deliver the welcome address.
ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. Very happy good morning to one and all.
Morning, ma'am.
respected dignitaries, esteemed guests, distinguished speakers, participants, faculty members, and dear students. A warm and hearty welcome to each one of you. It is truly an honor to stand before you today as we gather for the much anticipated National Multidisciplinary Conference Anveshana 2025 hosted by Sheshadpuram Degree College in association with Internal Quality Assurance Cell. Today marks a significant occasion as we gather to explore and celebrate the theme Digital Transformation, Opportunities and Challenges. In an era where technology is evolving at an unprecedented pace, digital transformation is no longer a mere option but an essential driver of progress and innovation. From business enterprises to educational institutions, from governance to healthcare, every sector is experiencing a paradigm shift driven by emerging technologies such as artificial intelligence, big data, cloud computing, and automation. Through this conference, we aim to dive deeper into the vast potential that digital transformation offers while also acknowledging the challenges that come with it. We aspire to uncover innovative solutions, foster meaningful discussions, and create a collaborative environment where ideas can flourish. As we navigate this digital age, it is crucial to adapt, evolve, and leverage technology to build a smarter, more connected, and efficient world. This event provides a unique opportunity for experts, academicians, researchers, and students to exchange knowledge, share experiences, and explore how digital advancements can be harnessed to drive sustainable growth and societal development. Let us use this platform to embrace the changes, learn from one another, and collectively contribute to shaping the future of a digitally empowered society. At this momentous event, we are privileged to have some of the most distinguished academicians and experts in the field. We extend our deepest gratitude to our chief guest, Professor M.R. Gangadhar, Vice Chancellor of Chamarajanagar University, for gracing this occasion. Knowledge will undoubtedly add great value to our research. A hearty welcome to you, sir. We are also honored to welcome our keynote speaker, Dr. Sunil M.V., a renowned scholar in systems and general management at SDM IMT Mysore. His insights will provide us with a deeper understanding of digital transformation and their implications. A warm welcome to you, sir. We express our heartfelt appreciation to Nanoja Dr. Udepi Krishna, the Honorary General Secretary of Sheshadpuram Educational Trust, for his continuous support and guidance in making this event possible. So thank you for deciding this event. We are pleased with the presence of Sri M.S. Nataraj, Assistant Joint Secretary, Sheshadpuram Educational Trust. A warm welcome to you, sir. We are happy to welcome our mentor and chairman of Governing Council, Sri A. Anand Ram sir, to this august gathering. We welcome Mrs. Archana Swami, Principal of Sheshadpuram Independent Pre-University College, to this program. A hearty welcome to you. It is my pleasure to extend a warm welcome to all our esteemed session chairpersons, and session speakers whose expertise and guidance will lead us through this discussion. We wholeheartedly welcome all the participants who are attending the conference from different parts of the country, virtually and personally, and also the media personnel who have been supporting us by covering our activities in their newspapers. A special thank you to the organizing committee, faculty members, and students whose tireless efforts have brought this conference to life. To all our participants and presenters, we look forward to your valuable contributions that will make this conference an enriching and inspiring experience. May Anveshana 2025 be a platform for knowledge sharing, meaningful discussions, and collaborative learning. Once again, a warm welcome to one and all. Let us embark an insightful journey together. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am. for your encouraging words and warm welcome. Now, the moment we have all been waiting for the official inauguration of Anveshana 2025. I request all the dignitaries to inaugurate the conference by lighting the lamp. Thank you, dignitaries. It is now time to introduce the chairperson of today's conference, Professor Emma Gangadhar, Vice Chancellor of Chamarajanagar University. We invite Mrs. Arpita P., Assistant Professor in the Department of Commerce and Management, to present the profile of our esteemed chairperson.
Good morning, everyone present here. I, Anveshana P., Assistant Professor, Department of Commerce and Management, takes an immense pleasure to introduce our distinguished chairperson, Professor M.R. Gangadhar, Vice Chancellor, Chamarajanagar University, Suvarna Gangotri, Chamarajanagar. Professor M.R. Gangadhar is a renowned anthropologist and academician born in Mysore in the year 1969. He did his MSc and PhD in anthropology from the University of Mysore, Mysuru. With an illustrious academic career spanning over 3 decades, he had started his career from 96-97 as a temporary faculty member at Department of Anthropology, University of Mysore, Manasa Gangotri, Mysuru. Then he had appointed as a reader, later redesignated as an associate professor, and then promoted as professor in 2006. Currently, he is serving as a vice chancellor, Chamarajanagar University, Chamarajanagar. He was a former chairman of Board of Studies and Board of Evaluation in Anthropology, Department of Anthropology, University of Mysore. And he is also a member of Board of Studies and Board of Evaluation at various universities of Karnataka and neighboring states. As a prolific researcher and author, Professor Gangadhar had successfully guided 15 research scholars and 3 candidates completed postdoctoral research under his guidance. He had published 160 research articles in national and international journals and presented 50 research papers in various seminars and conferences at national and international level, and he's also visited UK, China, Thailand and Sri Lanka to present his paper. Professor M.R. Gangadhar successfully completed 10 major research projects funded by UGC, MHRD, Government of Karnataka and Government of India. He had also chaired various conferences and delivered few inviting talks on applied biological anthropology. He has authored the book Scheduled Caste Population and co-authored 6 books. Professor M.R. Gangadhar presently serving as a member of the editorial board and editor of the journal Pratibimba, Multidisciplinary Kannada Research Journal of the Indian Institute of Multidisciplinary Research and Development. He was also a former member of Board of Management, EMRC, Pondicherry University, Pondicherry. And he was also a member of governing body of Yuvarajas College, University of Mysuru, and he was also an ethics committee member from 2008 to 2018 in Jesus Medical College, Jesus Pharmacy College, Jesus Dental College, Jesus University, Mysuru. Currently, Professor M.R. Gangadhar holds a life membership position for many academic societies related to anthropology and has executive member of Anthropological Association, governing council member, ex officio joint secretary, West Zone of United Indian Anthropology Forum. It's a privilege to have Professor Gangadhar with us today. We look forward to his insightful address. Thank you for the opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Now we are honored to invite our chairperson, Professor Emma Gangadhar, Vice Chancellor, Chamarajanagar University, to address the gathering.
Good morning to everyone. Respected dignitaries on the dais, President of this program, and Honorary General Secretary of a very prestigious Sheshatripuram Educational Trust, Nadoja Odier P. Krishnaji. Today's keynote speaker and from SDM College, Dr. Sunil MV. Trustee Nataraj sir, Anantram sir, Principal of this college, Dr. Soumya Irappa, of that as and also all the faculty members, participants, and dear students. At the outset, let me congratulate Principal Dr. Soumya Irappa for organizing this very important conference, because theme is very important, especially for students as well as young faculties. When we see all the sectors, education and health, both the sectors are very important. And as you all know that Government of India, after 35-40 years, they have taken a very strong and important step to introduce EDP 2020, because they want to see the bring major changes in the education sector. As you all know that even after 75 years of independence, we are branded as a developing country. When we come to GER, gross enrollment ratio, we could not reach 30%. So by 2035, we have to reach at least 50%. So that is the target of the Government of India. For that, many changes have been brought and introduced. Technology in higher education, in the sense integration of technology in higher education. For the last 10 years, they have introduced MOOCs courses. Now, after this introduction of NEP, National Education Policy 2020, major changes is they want to see that one side multilingual education and other side multidisciplinary courses. For that, now it was introduced in almost all the states, including Karnataka. But now, unfortunately, because of many other reasons, the government of Karnataka they have set up a state education policy, but there is no major changes in that state education policy also. The theme of the seminar, digital transformation. Yes, this is the need of the hour, because every year 25 crore students will be enrolled for schoolings. For higher education, enrollment is only 4 crores. So in different stages, we find the dropouts. Because of that, new universities are being established in different part of the state, in almost all the districts, to give higher education to all. Along with that, they want to introduce the technology. That's why integration of this technology has brought major changes, and now the curriculum have been redesigned. Recently, Government of India has given a direction to ministry to integrate the Indian knowledge system as well as this technology in all the curriculum, and almost a draft curriculum has been prepared. They may give for circulation or for public comments also shortly. Because I was also one of the member of that committee, and that process has been completed. Digital transformation has brought a lot of changes. There is a lot of challenges as well as we have a lot of advantage opportunities also. In this conference, there are many resource persons who are going to explore both opportunities as well as the challenges. When we see how it has transferred, means now artificial intelligence, cyber security, data science, cloud computing, and another important is IoT, Internet of Things. All these are very important, and there are many opportunities to learn even outside platforms also. There are many online courses have been designed and offering from many prestigious institutes as well as universities also. Not only in the education sector, even in the medical field as well as the business field also, digital transformation has brought a lot of changes and opportunities for the younger generation. But there are some forums, people are giving wrong information that this artificial, because of integration of this artificial intelligence, people are going to lose their job. So it is a wrong information has been spread. Please don't give scope for it. If you don't update yourself, definitely you are not going to get a job. But not because of the artificial intelligence. Now, in the education as well as in medical and all the fields, integration of this artificial intelligence have been brought many new opportunities for the younger generation. So, younger generation should give more interest and learn all this technology that will be helpful for your career. Coming to the opportunities, especially in education, now there are many courses have been offered. Now UGC has given permission to for dual degree also. So one you can go for online courses and on regular courses also. So this has helped to many students to learn more number of courses that will helpful for them in their future. This digital transformation has helped to improve efficiency and productivity also. Because productivity is very important. So one of the biggest opportunity in this digital transformation brings his ability to automate repetitive tasks. So we have every year lakhs of students are graduated, and other side industries are facing the problem means they don't have knowledgeable candidates, means there is a gap between this academia and industry. To fulfill that gap, all this technology is helping one, either maybe artificial intelligence or this cyber security or many more, all the technology is helping to fill this gap. So now, for example, this cloud computing, which enables to work more efficiently, providing access to powerful computing resources, and which this will enhance the customer experiences also. And this technology has helped to develop a new business models also. So digital transformation opened the door for entirely for a new business models. Many new startups have been helped the many younger generation, especially in metropolitan cities. So, they are getting good opportunities because of all these facilities, and this will increase new innovations. So younger generation can work for a new innovation that will help the country in productivity as well as we can boost which will boost the economic conditions. When we see the other side, definitely there are many challenges. Normally, we have to change our mindset. So we were accustomed to our old traditional methods. From that, we have to change. One of the primary barriers here, cultural resistance. That is very important. because employees may be comfortable with the legacy system and process may resist adopting a new technology. Otherwise, if we don't adapt this new technology, we cannot see any changes. So, additionally, this leadership must be committed for driving the digital uh, transformation. And for example, another major challenges here is cyber security and privacy risk. So now that's why this cyber security systems here, there is a lot of opportunity. Recently, one of the global leader, Dr. Uday Shankar Puranik, is one of the eminent artificial intelligence and cyber security expert who is working in abroad, and their company is giving services for almost 65 countries. And he visited our university on last month, 28th, for our foundation day, and he was interacting with our faculty members and students, how it can be used. As you know, recently in UP, lakhs together people visited for that program. There, all this artificial intelligence has been used, and that has helped them to maintain the security as well as the comfort for the visitors, because every day there were more than 5 lakhs, 10 lakhs, 20 lakhs people visited to that program. And another challenge is high cost and complexity because of the introduction of this digital transformation. I think Sheshadri from college has got a very good facility, because many times we have visited for different purposes to this institution. And they have made all technology available for the students, and students should make use of it very comfortably. They can study, and even the library facility, everything is good here. This one, and even now, Dr. Sudhir is going to talk about, I think, library theme. This one, so which is very important. Digital library is also one of the important in all the educational institutions. This one. So these type of seminar and conference are very important, because even the faculty should update, otherwise it will not be possible for them to guide the students. So all these new technologies are very essential, and this digital transformation has brought major changes in India. This one. And we should concentrate, everybody should concentrate on the Indian scenario, because we want to become a developed country, at least in another 20 years. For that, many programs have been launched by Government of India and even all state governments. And the education sector has made a tremendous changes, and there are more opportunities, especially for the younger generation. This commerce management and computer science, MCA. So all these are very important departments of any university or colleges. And you are getting a good opportunity to participate in this, and all the students should actively participate, and there are many good resource persons, so you should interact with them, and that will help not only the students, it help the institution to develop furthermore technologies. So, with these few words, Swan, I would like to conclude that this digital transformation is a very clearly double-edged sword here, which offers enormous opportunity, which can be improved efficiency as well as the enhanced very good experiences you can learn this one, and you can make use in your future, and opportunity will be given to all if you are very much interested, and this type of seminars will be organized. Many more seminars they may plan. Otherwise, if you don't show interest, it's fun. So you cannot update this one. So that's why now upskilling is very important. This one. So government of India also giving more scope for skill development. This one. So if you upskill yourself, this one, definitely you will get a good opportunity. So with these few words, I thank the principal and all the managements for giving me an opportunity to share my few words about this conference, and also I wish them a very good conference, successful conference, and thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your insightful words that have surely inspired us all. Now, let us introduce our keynote speaker, Dr. Sunil M.V., Assistant Professor, Systems and General Management, SDMIMD, Mysore, a distinguished scholar in the field of computer science. To present his profile, we invite Vinay M., Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science.
Good morning, everyone. I, Vinay M., Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science, would like to introduce keynote speaker, Dr. Sunil M.V., Assistant Professor, SDMIMD, Mysore. Dr. Sunil M.V. is a faculty member specializing in systems and general management with over 2 decades of experience. He has held various key positions, including serving as the head of academic administration. Dr. Sunil's journey at SDMIMD began as a librarian, where he significantly contributed to the conceptualization and development of the SDMIMD library, establishing it as a robust knowledge resource. Additionally, he was former coordinator of the SDM RCMS for over a decade, overseeing the administration of the PhD program and fostering a strong research culture. In the academic, Dr. Sunil specializes in information systems, technology adoption, information management, and research methodology. He has also designed courses with a focus on social relevance, reflecting his dedication to holistic education. His academic credentials include a PhD in open source software adoption and master degrees in library and information science and sociology. He is also a certified American Librarian Association and IIM Bangalore Fellow, demonstrating his commitment to professional development and excellence. His awards and recognitions are Vocational Service Award 2024, recognizing the contributions to education and training by the Manyata Philanthropic Trust of Rotary Bangalore Manyata in 2024. Certificate of Excellence for Academic Library Awards 2022, recognizing the design and delivery of effective library services for users with technology adoption by Nimbus in 2022. Best Paper Award for the article Medical Libraries and Massive Open Online Course Synergy, a new teaching learning model at the National Conference on Management of Modern Libraries 2016, organized by Kasturba Medical College, Manipal University during February 19th and 28th, 2016 at Manipal. Sponsorship from American Librarian Association for the web course on Fundamentals of Collection Assessment conducted by Association for Library Collections and Technical Services, American Library Association, October 21st, November 29, 2013, USA. Best Paper Award for the article Important Performance Analysis of OSILS Products at the Kelpro Best Paper Award competition at the national level by Kelpro Bulletin Kerala during 2011. Best Paper Award for the article Organizing for Digital Archiving, a network model at SDMIMD at Management 2005, 5th National Convention organized by the Indian Institute of Management, Calicut during May 5th to 7th, 2005. He is a member of many editorial boards like SDMIMD Journal of Management, Journal of Library Development, editor and compiler of SDMIMD monthly newsletter from 2010 to 2022. The electronic newsletter reaches 3,500 plus email monthly. And he is equivalent for the doctoral research program of Bharatidasan University, Tiruchirappalli. He also attended various conferences and published his research papers. We are pleased to welcome you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. It is now our privilege to invite Dr. Sunil Gandhi, Assistant Professor, Systems and General Management, SDMIMD Mysore, to deliver the keynote address.
Respected Honorary Secretary of Shesha Tripura Educational Trust, Sir Odaya P. Krishna Sir, Honorable Vice Chancellor of Chamaraja University, Professor Gangadhar Sir, respected dignitaries and members of Shesha Tripura family, and my dear students, participants of the conference, and the faculty members of the Shesha Tripura family. Good morning to you all. Good morning.
Good morning.
Now it sounds good. Okay. So I thank the Shesha Tripura family for the cordial invitation extended to me to share my thought process on this digital transformation and to set the theme of this particular conference. Of course, I sincerely thank Professor Gangadhar because he has covered much of the points in a sensible way and sensible way to you all. So I will skip those points and I will cover as much important for you to know from the technology side of this digital transformation. So with this note, I will not take much of my time to initiate the process. Let us start. Are you with me? Yes. Thank you. Thank you. So friends, I will exactly close at 11:05. I will take 5 minutes more than which has been allocated to me. So I will close at 11:05 and I will concentrate on these three agendas, 5 minutes each of all these things. Let us get an overview of about digital transformation. When we say about any technology, we should have a background of about what it means, what is the history of that particular technology. Then only we will appreciate how a human civilization has traveled through that particular concept. Okay, that is why we will discuss on digital history of digital transformation. Second 5 minutes, we will focus on what are the opportunities we have in the commerce, that is in the industry domain, and computer science domain, and the library science domain. So, of course, I will be speed in this process in such multidisciplinary conferences. We have to touch all the subjects. Otherwise, the other one or the other will feel fast. So I will touch each and every one today. And lastly, I will touch upon the challenges what we have as a student, as a faculty, and a researcher. What are the challenges we have in this particular domain? So friends, these are the two definitions which I generally practice when I speak about digital transformation. See, digital transformation is nothing to do with the immediate effect. It is a phased-wise change which we adopt in any organization. Because educational system is also an organization. It's a leading organization. So where we bring the technology for whatever the things for to operate, to deliver to the customers, and to create the new opportunities. Or else you can adopt this particular definitions, which is very recent from Wikipedia, where it automates the entire business process into a digital format. That is what we call it as digital transformation. Is it happened over a night? No. Tell me, like how many of us, okay, have literally seen the electrical bill in your home, the physical bill which used to come in such a long white colored bill. How many of you seen in this particular hall? Raise your hand. Very good. Wonderful. How many of you have you been to KEB or Chamundeshwari Educational Supply to pay the bill? To pay the bill physically? Only this much. Okay. Now, how many of you are getting the alert about this is your monthly bill for your home, and how many of you are paying the monthly bill through your mobile? Raise your hand. That's all. So you have understood the digital transformation. Okay, so it means that the things which were manually people doing, a meter reader used to come, take the bill, read the meter, give the check, and then we used to stand in long queue. And if he goes for a lunch, we have to wait for him and pay the bill, and it used to be a one-day affair for us, right? So now it's a not more than 2-3 seconds to know how much I have to pay, how much I have to transfer. That is the transformation which we are discussing in this particular conference. That is the transformation which we are doing, right? What me as a faculty, what me as a researcher, what me as a student, how I have to progress, how I have to travel in this particular journey. That is the core agenda of this particular conference. So friends, coming to this. So is it the revolution happened 2 months? No, it has evolved. Okay, it started with the digitization 1960 to 1990, where we started digitizing the physical record, which were in the old records, either through scanning or through converting into a digital thing. That is the first phase, which we say. Then it called digitalization. What do you mean? We started implementing the semiconductors, sensors, routers for automating, which are manually done by the certain machines. Okay, which is called as robotic process automation. Okay, which has a repetitive task were automated by using semiconductors or circuits. And now we are in a phase of digital transformation 2010 onwards, where we are asking the cognitive ability of the mankind has been put into the machine, the functioning ability, and we are making machines to think like human being and act upon and create the product and services for us. That is what is the transformation which we are seeing, which started with the simple scanning a particular. Coming to the commerce, Henry Ford started the assembly line segment in the Ford, and then he migrated to have a particular circuit vision switches in prices. Now Google Cloud is integrating the entire thing to operate the Ford industry. If you have seen the Ford company, there are so many videos available in the YouTube. Please visit about all the 3 transactions in Ford. That will give a clear-cut idea about what means digital transformation. Now, of course, converting data, rethinking into an entire business model, the giant in this particular journey is Germany. Okay, they are the one who initiated Industry 4.0 or the current day digital transformation segment in the mechanical engineering. Now, so for example, what we have already experienced in Karnataka. See, during 1980s to 1990s, many of our documents, the physical documents of our land records were scanned and placed in a software or a web resources called as Bhumi project by Karnataka. That is what is called as digitization. They scanned our documents and stored it on a broad software called as Bhumi. That is called as digitization. Okay, is it clear? Is it making sense? Yes. Then what we did was digitalization. What do you mean by that? The same property records were linked to our Aadhaar, our PAN, and also to our identity. That is what is called as digitalization. It means that it has been linked to the owner to the respective property records. Now we are paying, transacting, doing data transaction by using UPI to pay the tax and other things. It means that we are interacting with that particular portal through this. That is what is called as transformation. A simple scanning of record making us a physical entity is called as digital transformation. Of course, now many of us have already entered urban property ownership record, where the digital identity, the the eyebrows, okay, all the 10 fingers have been scanned and it is been attached to your property and they give a property record that what this is the property which you own and nobody can transfer that particular property to it. That is called as urban property ownership record, which is a new initiative making the biological identity linked to the physical identity of a record. This is what is called as digital transformation. This is a successful adoption in this particular segment, especially in the commerce domain and in the industry domain. We use two types of technology. Okay, what are the two types of technology? Those technologies which are generally meant for the layman, we adopt those technologies for our own purpose. For example, Google, artificial intelligence, they are meant for the layman actually, but we are adopting for our educational purpose and for our industry purpose. There are certain, that is the first category. There is the second category. What is the second category? Those technologies which are exclusively designed for that particular segment. For example, Moodle, okay, modular object oriented design learning environment, or any educational resource management systems. They are designed for the educational purpose. So we use general purpose technology and specific technology for our domain. So in the same way, there are certain technologies which we use it for library. That is for the academicians and this is for the librarians. What do you mean by that? In libraries, we use both the technology to understand the information, gather the information, organize the information and deliver the information for the users. So it is the synthesizing of this particular information demonstrated by machines as opposed to the intelligence displayed by human and other animals. This is what we mean digital transformation from the library. So friends, what is the transformation? Of course, how it has evolved in the, like we call it as industry 1.0, where we see machines which were used to manage operated manually by human beings started operated by using steam engines, and then it gave birth to the industry 1.2.0, where we introduced electricity to operate the machines and made the machines more robotized and the production was increased and the labor intensity have been decreased in this particular segment. And then comes the industry 3.0, that is from 1910 to 2010, that was the segment where we introduced the circuit machines, IT and robotics in place to ensure that we can capture the data, analyze the data and operate and take a meaningful decision making in the industry segment. Then of course in 2010 onwards, it is the connectivity, intelligence and flexible automation where data is being a pioneer in now. Because when I say pioneer, it is a tip to the many of the graduates here. If you are thinking about taking a course in business analytics, please go ahead. You will become the masters of that. And data analysts, information analysts are the need for the hour in the current day market. So that is how you are linked to the mechanical devices and helps the managers for the decision making. Then, of course, this is the journey which we have done, and level of complexity has also been increased in the thing. This is what I wanted to, and this is a classical book which you can read to understand it. Of course, there is a very thin layer between Industry 4.0 to Industry 5.0, where Industry 5.0 uses the AI as a layer on the existing technological setup to understand and make machines more understandable to the humankind and also give more information to the humankind, that is we, the Homo sapiens. So friends, let us take only one technology today to understand how we can be with the technology. Okay, I am very sure in this particular hall from November 2022 onwards, many of you have become a fan of only one product that is called as ChatGPT. Am I right? Exactly. You have to be. You have to have that passion. So, what do you mean by artificial intelligence? Okay, artificial intelligence is the machine's ability to perform the cognitive functions usually associated with human beings. What do you mean by cognitive functions? For example, in this particular hall, I said respect respected Badaya P. Krishna, because it means that I respect him and I respect Sir wholeheartedly because he is nurturing this particular huge community. Okay, how it comes? Because I have seen him, I have got the information, I have analyzed whatever the knowledge I possess, and then I reacted. This is called as cognitive ability of mankind. That cognitive ability in human mankind is very high. Okay, but in animals it will start decreasing. Even a dog has the cognitive ability. Okay, when you go over anyone who have dog in your home, dog only 2, 3, 4, very low, very low. Okay, right. If you go home, rather than your family members, dogs appreciate and feel happy as soon as you enter your home. Am I right? Exactly. Because its cognitive ability doesn't know where we had been and what time we are coming actually and what we are doing. It only misses your identity in the hall. That is why as soon as you enter your home, it has that particular anxiety. So cognitive ability is there in all the living organisms, but in human mankind, it is very high. Because of that cognitive ability only, we could able to put chimpanzee, which is stronger than us, elephant, which is stronger than us, in zoo, and we are living outside. So, friends, so that is what is cognitive function. So it means that what is that artificial intelligence? Machines started mimicking that particular cognitive functions, okay, and behaving as an intelligent machine. So how we transfer? Is it that we have started thinking automatically? No, that cognitive function started around 70,000 BC before Christ era, as per the record which is available from this particular book. Very classical book. Please read through this. And agricultural revolution, social revolution, scientific revolution, and then we jumped on to the industrial revolution, which I discussed during the earlier slides. So later on, it is internet era, web 1.0, where the static websites were there, and we made the websites to interact with us. Now if you want to submit application to Shisha Tripura, you can submit through an online portal, right? So that is what we made the websites to interact, behave what we want. And then the emergence of social media, expansion of social media, and I say, once everyone got some freedom to express on your own, okay, and everyone become a professor to say anything in this particular earth. That is why I call it as end of truth era. And in 2016 to 2022, it is a transition phase to end of the truth era. And in November 2022, I said that it is called the death of truth era. Why? Exactly, it's ChatGPT. Earlier, only medium and men used to tell lies. Machines also started along with them. So, when machine and media started saying whatever they want, okay, and say whatever they needs in this particular earth. So, that is the evolution. So, is it artificial intelligence introduced in November 2022? No. It started its journey way before in 1940, 1950. We have to thank this particular guy, Alan Turing, who coined the term Alan Turing as an intelligent machine. Okay, thinking machines was the term which was used for artificial intelligence. And then the first AI tool was ELIZA, and later on in US they used to have a forecasting of weather. They used artificial intelligence in the 1980s. And then in this particular juncture, what happened was, it is John McCarthy, who proposed a particular notion. Okay, machines doesn't have the ability to think, so we cannot call it as thinking machines. Okay, they are idiotic machines. Okay, and we are making the machines to think like a human being. So it is an artificial intelligence against the normal intelligence we as a human beings possess. We have the intelligence to think because of the genes which we have received from our mother and the father and by the grace of God. That is very natural. Whereas when we mimic that particular machines, the same thinking machines, thinking to in a machine, it is artificial in nature, not a natural intelligence. So it has to be termed as artificial intelligence against the human's natural intelligence. That is why he called that particular concept, John McCarthy in 1954, he called that as artificial intelligence. Then friends, of course, when much of the research started there, in 1990, IBM's Deep Blue machine defeated the world-renowned chess champion Gary Kasparov, and later on we have to thank this particular machine. Jeffrey Hinton, a great scientist, okay, who won a Nobel Prize during 2024 in the area of physics, because there is no Nobel Prize in the area of computer science. Okay, he is the one who demonstrated to the mankind, look, so much data is available down below. Why don't you use it for the good of mankind? Okay, deep learning, data analytical models, several things have been given by this particular great person, Jeffrey Hinton. And then, when the rise of artificial intelligence happens, in India we have a this show called as Count Banega Karodpati. Am I right? Who runs that? Exactly. In the same way, in US, there is a same show is called as Jeopardy. Okay. What they did, they invited the 3 successive winners of Jeopardy, placed them at one end, and placed the IBM Watson machine, a artificial intelligence enabled machine, the other side. The intelligence machine, IBM Watson, defeated the 3 successive winners of Jeopardy. Okay, that created the interest among all the scientists, and then we call it as rise of artificial intelligence. The release of OpenAI or a ChatGPT is a one thing, and then it is a history. So friends, some success what we have tasted here is about UPI, over 12 billion transactions in January 2025, which is a huge transaction. That is what we call it as digital transformation. COVID vaccine portal platform, where we all availed the service of vaccination from the government of India. A digital transformation. Earlier, when the plague was there, how difficult it was to give the medicine or the medications to the thing, to the easy task which they achieved in 15 days to 1 month. That is one thing. NDLA, National Digital Library of India, hosts 80 million documents in multiple languages. Now, with the one nation, one subscription policy, now the Harvard Business Review will be available to the nook of the corner of a rural student to be accessed. Now, Chamarajanagar university students can access multiple database through this particular. So earlier we used to go to library, take the permission, take the photocopy, read it, summarize it, and other things that can be done with the click of a button. That is called as transformation. Is called as digital transformation. And of course, Sir has mentioned about SWAYAM, NPTEL, and in my institute like STMIMD, we use an artificial intelligence tool called as Academia, where when we take a particular, when we enter a class, start that particular tool, immediately it will start recording the entire session. Once I close that particular session, it will create the class notes, and parallelly it will generate the quizzes also. Class notes and quizzes, I need not to generate the quizzes on my own. It generates and sends to my mail, and I have to say whether it is right or wrong. That knowledge I should know. So this is what is called as transformation. This is what is called as transformation. Okay, where the machine's ability to think like a human being and make as a figure like a intern or a research associate, and helps the faculty and teachers to perform the day-to-day operation. So friends, what are the change in the roles? Of course, in the commerce domain, from technology adoption in the business, we have changed to digital first. Okay, those were the day we were thinking about Zomato. Okay, Zomato, where we were thinking about e-commerce. Now, if the same Zomato landed with the same thing without moving to Blinkit, it would have been dead. Okay, so now it is quick commerce. We have moved a lot. Am I right? Blinkit, blah blah, Zepto, okay, many things. So we have to move ahead. Okay, computer science. Earlier scientists were technology developers and catalysts. Now they are only digital enablers. Okay, and in library science, we were the custodians of collections. Now we have moved to the facilitators of facts. We have to give the facts and figures to the researchers. Earlier we used to be custodians of collections. And of course, for faculty and researchers, we used to be a sage on the stage. We used to preach the subjects. No, the role has changed. Now we are the guide on the side. We have to guide the students because we are digital migrants. We learn the technology. we are teaching the digital natives who are born with the technology. So instead of preaching, no, we should be guiding them how to navigate that particular journey. So this is the change of the roles of all the commerce, computer science and library science fellows who are there in this particular part. So what are the challenges? Of course, Sir has mentioned about in his speech about the data protection, very challenging, cyber security, and that is why the personal data protection bill was passed by Government of India in 2023. Job displacement, definitely it is a huge threat if you don't upgrade yourself, learn artificial intelligence, be with the digital transformation, definitely it will be replaced. So whatever the basic fundamentals which college gives, if you don't update and upgrade yourself with the additional certifications for regarding these digital, you will not be considered for the job market. So same things to the faculty and researchers. So that is the thing. Environmental load, e-waste management is a Herculean task which we have to focus with this digital transformation. And lastly, the most important, cultural shift. Before adopting, before thinking of adoption, first you should have a mindset of acceptability. First you should accept the fact that I have to change. I have to be with the technology. I have to be with the current day contemporary world. Then only then the adaptability will come. So first is the acceptability, then is the adaptability. So friends, recently this is the classic one. Zomato has 500 employees. Okay, who has decided? It is the artificial intelligence which has decided they are the low performance. Very recently, on April 1st, 2025, in financial year, okay, it has sacked 500 staff who are connected to them. So machines have started dictating how human being has to behave, how he has to be conducted, and how organization has to take decisions is dictated by artificial intelligence, not the man. So we have to be aware about our digital presence. So then how we have to be? The last slide is the pillar of responsibility. How I have to be. So friends, maintain inclusiveness, transparency in whatever you do in the academic world, explainability. If you have copied something in your article, if someone asks you, okay, and say that explain this particular concept, you should have an ability and a courage and confidence to explain those concepts. If you don't have an ability, because I always say artificial intelligence are not content generators. They are only content enhancers. Okay, you are the masters of your content. You have to decide which content I have to go, which content I have to adopt, whether I have ability to explain those concepts and other things. You are accountable for your own expression. It is not ChatGPT. And alignment with the human values, be there, compliance, safety, reliability, security and privacy. These are the 10 pillars which make you be ready for this particular technology. So you should be ready to be there with the technology with these ethical portions of the artificial intelligence. So friends, of course, I have run through, okay, to conclude this my presentation. Okay, what I want to say is all these technologies, whether it may be IoT, artificial intelligence, blockchain, or any other tool or technology which we have adopted for digital transformation, either in the are a great helping hand and a very good intern if you have an ability to ask in a right way. It's a very good intern and a good research firm and a good humble advisor to you how to navigate through this particular journey. Affordable information provider, because many of these tools are freely available to you. That is why I say that is affordable information service provider. And lastly, very important, it will never disappoint or become okay. If ChatGPT has scolded you any time, you might have scolded it. Okay, he will say apologies and it will revert. Am I right? Did ChatGPT scolded you anytime? No, never. So it's a very humble advisor and a very good friend of you. We are losing our control on those missions. Okay, we as soon as any article has to be written, immediately we jump onto ChatGPT, or immediately we depend on some system. If you want to have a fan, immediately as soon as we back in, the atmosphere is controlled, the AC is on, everything is being monitored. We are losing the control to manage our own well-being of our system. Okay, so we are losing the control to the idiotic machines. Okay, that is the unfortunate thing. And security is a great threat, and overusage will kill your thought process. And lastly, it is definitely a challenge for your thought process, because of which we were being recognized. Friends, we are in this world and ruling this world because of our cognitive ability and our thought process. If we lose that particular quality, that quotient, okay, we will be just machines, not the man. We will be just beings, not human beings. Okay, we have to be human beings, not just being on this particular planet. So, with this, I will close this particular keynote with this particular thought. Digital transformation is not about the tools. Okay, it is about your vision. What I have to be, who am I today, what I will be there in the next 1 year. Okay, that should be the vision, which you have to learn with the technology, grow with the technology, nurture the technology, and be there with the that is the ultimatum which I want to convey in this particular thing. I wish you all the best and have a great.
That was truly an enriching session. Thank you, sir, for your valuable insights. Next, we introduce Naroja Dr. Udepi Krishna, Honorary General Secretary, Sheshatripuram Educational Trust. We invite Mrs. B. N. Manjura, Assistant Professor, Department of English, to present the profile.
Good morning, everyone. I'm P. Manjula, Assistant Professor of English. I feel immense pleasure to introduce Dr. Udepi Krishna. Dr. Udepi Krishna is a transformational leader with a fine blend of an educationist, technocrat, and Ghanaian social worker based in Bengaluru. Besides holding master's degrees in engineering and law, he is a PhD in management, a prolific writer in Kannada and English. Dr. Krishna is an outstanding institution builder with exemplary contribution to education and civil society. He is an honorary General Secretary of Sheshatripuram Educational Trust, which is one of Karnataka's oldest and largest group of educational institutions. A consulting engineer and arbitrator by profession, Dr. Krishna is credited with prestigious international fellowships of the Institution of Engineering and Technology of the UK and World Academy of Productivity Science Canada. Top positions held by Dr. Krishna include President of Karnataka Gandhi Smarak Nidhi, National President of the Indian Institution of Production Engineers and member of Karnataka State Disaster Management Authority in the rank of Minister of State. He has also held key positions in the national management of highly credible social organizations like the Indian Red Cross Society, Central Gandhi Smarak Nidhi, and the Tuberculosis Association of India, which have pan-India presence. Government of Karnataka has honored him with State Rajyotsava Award for Social Service, State Award for Empowerment of Persons with Disabilities, and State Youth Award for Youth and Community Services. Dr. Krishna has been conferred with prestigious Nadoja honorary degree by Kannada University, Hampi, and honorary degree of Doctor of Letters by Bengaluru City University in recognition of his service to the society. In recognition of his dedicated services to the nation, he has been conferred with President's Gold Medal, the highest national award given for exceptional Red Cross humanitarian work of high order by the President of India. It's a privilege to have you on this national conference and looking forward for your valuable guidance, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Now we respectfully invite Nadoja Dr. Udepi Krishna, Honorary General Secretary, Sheshadripuram Educational Trust, to address the gathering.
Namaskara. Professor M.R. Gangadhar, Vice Chancellor, Chamarajanagar University, Dr. Sunil M.B., Assistant Professor Systems and General Management, SGMIMD, Mysore, my esteemed colleague Shri M.S. Natraj, Srimati Archana Swami, Shri B. Anand, Professor G. Sudarshan Reddy, Dr. Soumya Irappa, eminent resource persons who have come to participate in today's conference, my dear delegates, faculty members, students, media friends. I'm very happy to be a part of this inaugural session. And this conference is basically on digital transformations, opportunities and challenges. We have just now listened to both eminent persons, Professor M.R. Gangadhar and Dr. Sunil M.B. Today, this digital transformation is such a current subject that everyone needs to know. It's not just students, faculty, even common men like us, we also should be aware of the kind of transformation that is happening in the society around us. And I'm very happy, Professor Gangadhar, he rightly emphasized the new education policy which is now in place and how digital transformation is affecting both education and health. He was telling us, that through technological integration, today the government of India is trying to increase its gross enrollment ratio from 35% to 50% in the nation, country. So all these steps are being taken so that we will one day be, called or rather move into the club of, the developed nations. And when speaking on digital transformation in education, he spoke about how NEP has provided a lot of flexibility in choice of courses and in the mode of delivery and execution of those courses, etc., etc. And he was also speaking of integrating Indian knowledge systems with technology, because that is most important. Because technology is simply moving in its own speed, but if we have to be strong as a citizen of this country, we need to be well grounded with our culture. So culture is very important. Culture is as important as technology. We should not be swayed away by technology itself. And therefore, our connect with the Indian knowledge systems and with the integration of technology that should be possible. And he was also discussing about digital transformation in health. And he was rightly telling us, we need not fear that the AI has come, ML has come, that will take away jobs. No, the idea is not that. See, we have to adapt to these changing technologies. Because one thing I tell you, all these technologies have been made by human beings. Therefore, all these technologies are always inferior to the human mind. Please keep that in mind. Therefore, if you have to do things deliver things in a quicker manner, in a more efficient manner, then you have to adapt to these technologies, employ them with much more ease and with innovation. And Sri M.B. Sunilji also spoke on the technology side of digital transformation, and he gave us the overview of the entire the thing, and then he also rightly said that artificial intelligence cannot overtake man. That thing you should all bear in mind. And today we have a newer kind of an area emerging in the technology area that is called prompt engineering. That means you have to be a master of all subjects. That is how you should be multidisciplinary, interdisciplinary. All these things become important. You are not just to be, specialized in one area. You should have an idea about all other areas with which you have to work. And that's what makes you, what I call is Sakala Kala Vallabha. So you have to have knowledge. In those days, they used to call, you should be a master of 64 Shastras. That means 64 disciplines, subjects. Only then you will be called a complete jnani or a well-informed person. And therefore, while choosing what to learn also, you have to be very flexible. And today, the new education policy has provided a lot of, Professor was telling about MOOC courses. See, there are so many, not just classroom learning. Today, you have various modes of learning through which you can enrich yourself academically and also make yourself more employable. And finally, friends, I only want to tell you one thing. Whatever the technology, you should never ignore the human side of an enterprise. The human side of an enterprise. Families will be there. Institutions like these will be there. So the core of all these institutions and the society will be the human being. Therefore, you have to see that the humaneness, the humanity is always preserved. And with these basic things, I think we must work with technology to make our lives easier and better. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your inspiring words and support towards this conference. As we near the conclusion of this inaugural session, it is time to express our gratitude to all those who made this event possible. We now invite Mrs. Soumya M. Assistant Professor, Department of Commerce and Management, to propose the vote of thanks.
Good morning, esteemed dignitaries, respected faculty members, distinguished guests, and dear participants. At the outset, I, Soumya M., Assistant Professor of Commerce and Management and the Organizing Secretary of this conference, on behalf of Seshadripuram Degree College, take this opportunity to extend a heartfelt vote of thanks at this remarkable inaugural session of Anveshana 2025, National Multidisciplinary Conference on Digital Transformation, Opportunities and Challenges. First and foremost, our sincere gratitude to our chairperson, Professor M.R. Gangadhar, Vice Chancellor of Chamarajanagar University, for gracing this occasion with his presence and insightful words, sir. Your leadership and vision truly inspire us, sir. Thank you, sir, for being with us. A special appreciation to our keynote speaker, Dr. Sunil MD from SDM IMD Mysuru, whose profound knowledge and heartful provoking insights have set the stage for intellectual exploration. Your words will resonate with us as we navigate the digital revolution, sir. Thank you, sir. Our heartfelt thanks to Nanaja Dr. U.A.P. Krishna sir, Honorary General Secretary of Seshadripuram Educational Trust, for his unwavering support and encouragement in fostering academic excellence, sir. Thank you, sir. Our sincere thanks to Shri V.A. Anantaram sir, Governing Council Chairman, for for his gracious presence. Thank you, sir. Our sincere gratitude to Sri M.S. Nataraj sir, and Honorary Assistant Secretary of Sheshadripuram Education Trust. Thank you, sir, for your presence. We thank Mrs. Archana Swami ma'am, Principal, Sheshadripuram Independent BU College, for her gracious presence. Thank you, ma'am. Heartfelt thanks to our beloved principal, Dr. Soumya Inapati, for her untiring backing for all our believers. Thank you, ma'am. We also extend our gratitude to the faculty members of Department of Commerce and Management, Department of Computer Science, and Department of Library Science for their tireless efforts in organizing this significant event. Finally, to all our online and offline participants, faculty and students, thank you for your enthusiasm and participation. Your presence makes this conference a grand success. Let's embark on this journey of knowledge, innovation and transformation. Wishing you all a fruitful conference ahead. Thank you.
I request all, please be seated students. I request all the BCA students to assemble in the room number 301 and 303. And BCom and BBA students have to stay back in the seminar hall. And I request the participants to go for the tea break. Thank you.
Sir,